so it's good. Anyway, there we go. Welcome everyone then to the first game of the series between BadBoy and TaToh. Let's take a look at the civilizations. We're going to be getting Mongols and Saracens on the right hand side and left hand side. TaToh's playing in the blue color. BadBoy will be playing in the red color. And for TaToh, Saracens, that means he's going to get cheaper markets. Those are going to be trading resources for cheaper. Hey, by the way, guys, I think we are using the current patch as well, which is pretty good because yesterday there was an update, the second anniversary update that came out for Age of Empires 2, and it's amazing. There are so many buffs for the infantry units. It's incredible, and I'm very curious to see if we're going to see anybody make use of any of those units. So like Berserks are stronger, World Raiders are stronger, Shadow Warriors, you know, like Zebetos, you name it. Samurai, everything, Jaguar Warriors. All of these units are significantly stronger. There were some nerfs as well to some of the units, such as the Hussite Wagons and some other units in general. And now Vikings are not going to be quite as dominating. They don't get access to the Thumb Ring anymore. And many other changes. If you have not seen it, I highly recommend you to go to ageofempires.com and try to find the patch notes, because there are a lot of changes. I have a suspicion BadBoy is gonna go Minotaurus. I hate to play on this review personally, though I practice against a 1500 elo friend one because he couldn't wall out his my scout. Oh boy. Well, I mean, they have replaced, right, the ranked version of Arabia with KOTD's version of Arabia, which is an interesting step. And I think it's the first time that I see them like straight out use a community map script as opposed to making an adaptation. So it's very interesting. I hope you're liking the yellow Arabia over here, because this version of Arabia, if I'm not mistaken, does not have jungle variations or savanna variations. It's just always handy and doony, so to say. Hey, Bo5 Camo. Hi. Hope everything's going alright. We talked about Saracens a little bit. We didn't finish talking about the bonuses. Mainly, it's going to be the cheaper market, trading resources for cheaper, extra HP on camels, and then also for the team bonus we get for Saracens. Let's see. Extra damage, bonus damage from foot archer units against buildings, right? Increasingly so in the feudal castle and imperial ages. For BadBoy, on the other hand, playing with Mongols means he gets 40% faster working hunters, 30% extra HP unlike cavalry, hussar, and step lancer line units, as well as, let's check, he's also gonna have 25% faster attacking cavalry archer units. And then for the team bonus, we have also 2 extra line of sight on scouts, which can be quite handy. And you can see that BadBoy is forward already. Let's take a look at this line of sight. Yeah, he's managed to get quite a good amount of exploration done already. Significantly more than TaToh, for instance, when you take a look at it. Yeah, which is fantastic. They've always had this weird thing of adapting maps instead of just using the existing ones from Bully. It's like they're afraid to get sued or something. Well, I'm very glad. I mean, now Cruzini is working for them, right? So I imagine there's not going to be any issues with them using KOTD. I imagine Cruzini probably just gave them permission and that's it. Good day, put some nice AV2 for me. Hey, Battle Botbird! Welcome back, long time no siege. Well, team bonus feels like 10 extra line of sight. True. Well, it's 2 to each side, right? In the fuel age, I think the standard is 4, so 2 to each side is going to increase it by quite a bit. They can see 20% further, actually, sorry, 50% further on each side. Which, if you can do some math, means a lot more surface areas for a circle, of course. Here come the militias from BadBoy. I have a suspicion BadBoy is gonna kill Minotaurus. I wonder if that was related to 10 minutes into the game before we jumped into it. But hey, TaToh's going to get there very soon, and we see some quick walls coming out for him, which is pretty good. Oh, there's another change that I found very interesting and super exciting. Well, 2 changes actually. So the first one is the palaces are a little bit more expensive right now. They are 3 wood as opposed to 2 wood. But I imagine there's still going to be 2 for Mayans, right? But houses specifically, they used to be 0, 1, and 2 melee armor in the Dark Feudal and Castle Age, and now they are -1, 0, and 1 in the Dark Feudal and Castle Age. So it's going to be a little bit harder to defend with houses specifically against men-at-arms or scouts potentially. So I'm very curious to see how that it's going to be playing over here. Does anyone know the main event is played with the November patch? It's playing the current patch. It's playing the current patch. I have an updated match. I didn't read anything about them using the previous patch, and yeah, we can take a look at this. I mean, take a look at that house -1 melee armor, so that confirms it already, which is very interesting because of course you know that could potentially change strategizing for the players, but I imagine they're very surely asking the players before making such a decision to enforce the current patch. Which is, I mean, less than 24 hours old. As a matter of fact, I think it's probably about 13, 14 hours old. I'm wondering if we will see civilizations like Huns and Magyars more in this KOTD since aggression is the way to go. Probably, but I'm very curious. Oh, that's one archer going down for TaToh already. But I'm very curious to see if we'll get maybe more Ethiopian Shato warriors, more Jaguars from Aztecs, like the civilizations we always see. I don't know if we are going to still see a lot of Vikings. I don't remember all the civilizations that the players have picked for the series, but if we do see Vikings, I'm very curious if we're gonna see crossbows quite as heavily, given that they do not have a thumb ring anymore. I think losing thumb ring is not going to be the worst for Vikings. Like, they are still super strong. It's usually about their economy and still getting to the Imperial Age fast, and that you're opponent and getting access to Arbalester is gonna be super strong, thumb ring or not. But anyway, would Raiders spam the set? Hoping for it. Cross your fingers, cross your toes. You know how it goes. Good job. So far, KD, very even. 2-2 for each player, so 1-to-1 ratio. Oh, but one villager goes down already. Good job. Super strong berserks in Castle Age. Yeah. Variety of stronger infantry units already, which is amazing. I thought they were going to buff the militia line as well, but no, they haven't. I don't think they did, right? I think it's for the most part unique units, like infantry unique units. Anyway, it's very interesting. I love to see the change because one of the things that I enjoyed about casting Genesis for Age of Empires 4 was how interesting the dynamic with infantry units is when you have men-at-arms that are so resilient against archers compared to spearmen. But then they take a lot more damage from crossbows, which is a separate unit line in Age of Empires 4. I'm very curious to see if we are going to see at any point infantry viable against archery. You know, besides like Eagle Warriors, maybe Wood Raiders, because they are so quick. And Gods and Malian infantry. Besides those specifically, I'm very curious if we are ever going to get to a similar point. Just unique units and more expensive walls, more worse house walls, yes. That does buff the militia and men-at-arms line, yeah, true. Also the scouts, of course, but militia specifically for the Dark Age, right? So TaToh's been able to defend himself really well for the most part. He's lost only one villager, but he could lose another one over there as he was going for the market. He gets spotted, and now he loses another villager. Good job. He's coming forward. Well played. I think it should be getting cleaned up over here, most likely, right? Yeah, there we go, no problem. Skirmishers are going down finally, so now the market can come up for TaToh. And BadBoy, on the other hand, got a new wave of units coming forward, but take a look at his economy. He's done a great job. He's already on his way, or he has almost the resources to go up to the Castle Age already. TaToh is going up faster than BadBoy after using the market. Oh crap. Sorry. I hurt my finger yesterday and I put a band-aid on it, right? And now I was trying to remove it and it broke. Like, I was putting the band-aid and it broke. Now it's going to be so hard to remove the rest of it. Jeez. BadBoy kept playing AoE2 while the other players played Age of Empires 4, right? I'm not really sure about BadBoy. Yeah, I don't think I saw him play Age of Empires 4, so I imagine he might have stuck to AoE2. Yeah. Gate coming up. Yeah, TaToh was playing a bunch of Age of Empires 4. But could it be... I think I saw him play some Age of Empires 2 as well. Well, this past week, I wouldn't be surprised if the players have been playing a lot of Age of Empires 2. Maybe if not in public, behind closed doors maybe. Like doing some scrims and stuff with teammates. I imagine. Alright, Castle truly here for TaToh a little bit sooner. So what is the plan? He's got a good amount of archers coming forward. Those are going to become crossbows. There you are. Got an upgrade. Bucking arrow. Yes. There was a small update to Capture H today as well. Which... let's check. Alright. A small update to Capture It today as well, which makes it so that you see when the age has been queued up. So like if the players have the resources and the buildings already, you can see whenever they queue the age up if you don't want to keep track of resources going down. Which is pretty interesting. BadBoy going for the second TC already. I don't know that that will suffice though. How many villages? We have 27 villages over there. It's way too many villages. He can garrison only 15 of course in the TC, and these crosses are going to be outranged in the TC. So yeah, there we go. TaToh can still keep on putting the pressure for sure. I'm really sure this... yeah, it's over chopped, so now TaToh can come forward. BadBoy doesn't seem to be going for a quick wall. So TaToh could try and go around, maybe snipe some of these villagers. Meanwhile, on the right-hand side, BadBoy's putting pressure on TaToh's wood line, but TaToh's reaction is fantastic. He's bringing the villagers over to the left-hand side. Unfortunately, for the blue player, sorry, he does not have any safe wood. If he sends the villagers in the back, that's going to be exposed. Like, all three woodlands over here are super exposed for him, and BadBoy's going to be taking advantage of that. Tried to get a few villagers down. Meanwhile, BadBoy sent the pressure back home as well, and he loses one villager. We have ballistics already for TaToh, so these units are going to be a lot more effective at taking villagers in motion. You can see another one going down and another one going down from BadBoy. Well played. So far, he's gotten 2 villagers only. He's actually lost 3 himself. Yeah, and TaToh looking strong. BadBoy looking pretty good for how he was playing this game so much. That's a good Magno shot. A little bit of a slower reaction for TaToh, but now let's see. He realizes about this, so maybe he's gonna be going around. Yeah, so this is a pretty good position. He's got the hill, so it's easier for him to take on villagers, right? And he's got 6 crosses, so he's taking a lot of villagers down already. Make that 3. Well played. And he pushes BadBoy out of wood. Yeah. Notice. All the wood lines are completely exposed for BadBoy. And TaToh sending in a second wave of archers. As long as he's careful, should be able to protect those units, or maybe even clean the units out from BadBoy. Given that the red player still does not have ballistics. Yeah, those crosses are getting completely cleaned up. We count the units from TaToh. BadBoy should probably have sent the mana towards the units, but it's fine. Good job. Good job from TaToh. Very good unit control over there. He managed to hold on to the numbers. And now it's only a matter of TaToh bringing a villager forward, try to get a siege workshop up. And start putting pressure against the buildings, because BadBoy, it seems like he's just going to be playing defensive. Full defense over here anyway. Hey Dave Hun, how are you doing? Dan! Wow, a long time no see. Hope everything's going alright. Are you excited for KOTD? Hey! I certainly am. We're going to be casting today. Thursday, Friday, you know, Saturday and Sunday. Remember once again that the matches that I co-cast with Mem, I'm going to be doing on his channel only. Because if you have seen Mem's stream, you probably are aware already that He's gonna have the same observer we had for. Oh, that's a great job though against TaToh's units. Good job. Right hand side. Once again, TaToh strikes the same tire wood line, the same worn out wood line again. Yeah, and doesn't even allow BadBoy to get enough stone to even go for a castle. But BadBoy is only about 200 stone away from it, so maybe he can use the market. He doesn't have the resources, Alice. So yeah, the series that I co-cast with Mem, I'm going to be doing on his channel only because he's got Mapu as an observer, and I really want to focus on that because it's going to be the first time that I do it like that. And then the rest of the series I'm going to be casting on my channel for sure. Today we're going to have a co-caster actually for the latest series. We're gonna have my boy Hallis joining us for some co-casting, so I hope you're looking forward to it. I always love co-casting with him. It's always great. I asked Django as well if he was interested, but unfortunately it seems like he stopped streaming in English and he's gonna be doing German only. So I'm gonna be looking for more people for sure to try and have more co-casters as well. Which matches are you going to co-cast? I'm not really sure which ones just yet, but I think it's probably going to be some of the opening ones. As opposed to middle or ending ones. At the very least for this stage of the tournament. We'll see for later. Wow, BadBoy calls the GG right there. Good job. TaToh was putting a lot of pressure on BadBoy's struggle to get ahead in villager count despite being on multiple DCs. Now let me take this chance to update this because this is not the Open Eagle Cup, of course. KOTD4. There we go. It's best of 5. That is correct. I guess we're just gonna be removing GL from TaToh over here just to make it a little bit easier to see. And I think that's good, right? Best of 5. Maybe add around the 32. Yeah. Let's take a look at the achievements and then we're gonna jump into the next one for sure. We get a better than 2 to 1 KD ratio for TaToh. On top of that, we had 29 to 13 army high for TaToh and BadBoy respectively, and yeah, beautiful economy for TaToh as well, collecting about 3,000 extra resources from BadBoy, and all this comes from a lot of worker inefficiency for BadBoy as TaToh putting so much pressure up, prevent the BadBoy from getting his villagers to work at all times. And yeah, even though he was in a similar amount of villagers, economy was so much better for TaToh. Castle time faster for TaToh as well by 22 seconds only, but he managed to take good advantage of it by going for crosses right away and starting picking villagers and pushing, forcing BadBoy's villagers out of wood as well. And let's go back. Let's go back. I heard he stayed on H2 exclusively. You guys talking about Valeri? I hope I can win it, but I think he'll fall short. Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, he was top 8. AoE4 seems to be less about micro, more about macro that suits the Viper a little bit more. That could be it. Yeah, there's a little bit of micro, but definitely not quite as much as Age of Empires 2, of course. Animated portrait is probably not worth it. Nah, don't worry. That's not what's starring my stream. No, it's the way that I have put up the scenes. Because everything is animated like that. Whenever I make a transition from scene to scene. And I don't think that's it actually. I think it might be the background picture, which is massive. I think it's like 16K or something like that. I tried to crop it though, to only use what I needed for the scenes, but yeah, it was probably not enough. I'm gonna try to optimize it a little bit later. After the stream is done, of course, I cannot do it on stream. But for the time being, we're gonna have to deal with a little bit of lag, which I hope is fine. Anyway, do you use OBS? Yes, I do, sir. When we are in game, it's fine. It's just when we are in the lobby scene, for whatever reason, I'm not really sure. Anyway, back into this one. TaToh's playing Lithuanians. BadBoy's playing Kilts. So this is already super interesting because we know that Kilts have gotten buffed, or rather, Infantryans have gotten buffed. Now, houses are, you know, a little bit weaker, especially in the Dark Age, but also in the Feudal and Castle Age. We get on top of that extra attack on Wood Raiders, right? They are higher HP. Are the Wood Raiders higher HP? I remember that the Jaguar Warriors got buffed in HP. I don't remember that was the case for Wood Raiders. I do remember that for many of the units, the unique units that got buffed, the infantry units, they also, like the elite upgrade, got reduced in cost quite a bit. So let me check. Celts. Wood Raider attack increase from 8 to 10. That's basically it. That's the only change for Celts. I really don't like this matchup for BadBoy. We'll see. Let's keep on talking about the civs then, starting with TaToh. With Lithuanian C starts with 150 extra food rather. On top of that, he gets 10% faster movement skirm and spearline units, as well as 1 extra attack on lightest and nightline units per each relic garrison, up to 4 relics. Then for the team bonus on the other hand, we also have for Lithuanians 30% faster working monasteries. BadBoy on the other hand, he gets with Celts 15% faster moving infantry units starting in the fuel age, 15% faster working lumberjacks throughout the game, and we also have for the red player 25% faster attacking siege weapons, as well as priority for herdable conversion. As for, yeah, there we go. So he's gonna, hey, he might be the first player I actually ever see take advantage of this bonus, and he's going to take some goats away. But yeah, besides that, we also get let's see, for the Celts, 35% faster working siege workshops for the team bonus. And yeah, I think that's about it. Yeah. Let's go and take a look at the map generation for each player, starting with TaToh probably. You can see already the map is quite rough for both. But let's check. Okay, starting then with Mr. TaToh. He's got the main goal forward. And then he's got the secondary goal on the left-hand side and the other secondary goal on the right-hand side. There are no woods on the right-hand side whatsoever. This is going to leave him with only 2 woodlands to take advantage over here, fairly near to the TC. Then the other one is closer to the corner, which he could potentially wall towards, but then that means that he's going to be super open over here. Well, I mean, I guess that's going to be the case regardless, right? He can go for walls towards the berries maybe, and something like this. It's going to be a little bit pricier, of course, with this new update and the passes being more expensive. So he's just going for, yeah, it's just going for local walls around resources instead. Which makes sense, honestly. It's like super hard to wall these Arabia versions. Now, BadBoy on the other hand though, he's got a little bit of a better map generation over here. He's got the main goal on the back, but then he's got a much more easily wallable map with walls from here to here. He's already walled towards the TC and he can do this and this. And doing so is going to secure 1 wool lane for him, which is going to be amazing, of course. And then he also has 1 stone on the back. He's got the berries protected over here. And he's going to be the one putting pressure up, by the way. So we see some militias coming in already. There we go. TaToh's got the local walls. Oh, but it's not up! I thought he had both already, but he doesn't. So now that could be a villager going down. And BadBoy has been super aggressive this series so far, to great success. I'm hoping he'll be able to translate this success to the fuel H onwards. Because last game, he was also doing really well in, you know, the fuel H specifically. But then he struggled big time in the castle H. So we're gonna see. For the time being, he's trying to break through. The palaces are just as strong as ever. Yeah. And he needs to bail. He needs to roam around. And he will do so. Let's check. There we go. 0 on foot for TaToh. He's going for it now. He's going for farms. He's got 2 villagers queued up. I don't think he'll be able to queue 2 more villagers though. So if he can get 6 farms up by the time the next villager comes out, then he's gonna be fine. I think he's gonna be fine. Yeah. He's got another villager queued up. But of course, it's not an ideal situation. BadBoy is with 14 villagers on foot. Gonna be massing enough resources to go out to the castle H significantly faster. I love the forward spearman from BadBoy as well. It's going to be kind of a struggle for TaToh for sure. As we see archers coming in from BadBoy too. Good job. With damage, lots of no horse color farms. Indeed, we have no horse color for BadBoy, and he's only now going for farms. But of course, he's been collecting from berries for the most part, and sheep still. So he's going for Minotaurs into Archers. Standard not to see, you know, Horse Collar coming quite as soon. It's probably just gonna be getting it when he goes out to the Castle Age, but it's still much, much better, of course. TaToh was probably not expecting to go for this. He's got an Archer range up, though, so he'll be going for some Skirns. He's going for Archers, interestingly enough. Alright, good job. Good pressure from BadBoy. He gets cleaned up over here, though. Or the scout goes down anyway. Should be. Wow. Oh, yeah, yeah. There we go. Good job. Good defense over here for TaToh so far. And once again, it seems like BadBoy starts to kind of run out of steam in the Fuel H onwards. Now with TaToh cleaning these units up, then BadBoy doesn't really have a whole lot more pressure going now. I do like that he's got the walls already up. I probably would have preferred for him to wall towards the wood line over here and from wood line to wood line so that he would be able to secure this. But I'm not really sure if he had vision of this. It kind of did, I guess. For all he knows, this might just be straight trees, right? Kind of like the palms over here. So this is going to protect them in any case. It's going to be much better than TaToh, right? Like TaToh's still kind of exposed. If we see some extra archers coming in from BadBoy, he could prevent TaToh from getting to berries at all, or potentially from getting to wood at all. So in that sense, it's a little bit better, especially over here on the back of the wood over here. I think he should be able to keep on collecting even if TaToh comes forward with archers, but it's still not the best. I definitely would have liked for him to connect to the wood line and then to the edge of the map, or rather from wood line to wood line, rather. And here comes TaToh. BadBoy should be in a pretty good spot. He's taking wood from the right-hand side, so nothing for the blue player to do just yet, and I think it's going to be probably just both players trying to go up to the Castle H ASAP. TaToh's got more resources, though, interestingly enough. He's got 15 food workers. But, yeah, BadBoy's got a few extra villagers right now, which is pretty good. There's a lot more idle TC time for TaToh, by the way. So BadBoy probably in a little bit of a better spot than he should be at this point. He's got 4 extra villagers already, damn. Yeah. There you go, here comes TaToh. Defensive tower coming in for BadBoy. Good job, I think he'll get this one up, but he'll lose a villager or 2 for sure. 1, okay. That's still pretty good, I mean, he's still... Wow, he's still 4 villages ahead. Amazing. Yeah. Good quick walls as well. Nice villager pick over here. That is so far 8 to 5 KD ratio. Very action-packed game so far, and we're only 19 minutes into the game. TaToh's already on his way to the Castle Age though. Unlike BadBoy. Good defense. On the left-hand side though, we see BadBoy coming forward with a few archers himself. Yeah, and he's going to the same wood line, but TaToh's not there. So yeah, it's remarkable that TaToh was able to go up faster. I think probably the extra resources he started with probably helped towards that. You can take a look at the actual amount of collected resources throughout the match in just 1 second. Let's follow these units while I do so. It's better for BadBoy actually, so it did not matter for TaToh too much, I guess. It's remarkable he's able to go up so much faster. Good job. And BadBoy's getting cleaned up over here. However, up north, he's putting some pressure around TaToh's wood line. He's not been able to get another villager so far. Meanwhile, TaToh over here might be able to get a villager from BadBoy. I think he'll do it, and he does. Good job. The first are going 1 range versus 2. That seems to be it. I'm kind of wondering the amount of units trained. What it was like for both players, because we see a KD of 13 to 9, right? Eco KD is 1 to 1, which means that it's actually more like 10 to 6 KD in favor of TaToh. That means that we had 4 extra units come out for BadBoy to be able to keep up with military count. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna be... It's gonna be enough for him to go up so much later. I think it was probably some eco balance issues. Can I look at the eco efficiency tab? Yeah, that's a good idea. We can take a look at that. Gather economy. It's a little bit better for TaToh, but not by a huge margin. Actually, no, never mind. It's only better for him in terms of overall efficiency, but BadBoy has been collecting resources longer, which, you know, seems awkward, but that's the way it is. So probably had a little bit more walking time for BadBoy, for instance, because he was going on farms earlier. So even though he spent more time working on collecting resources, his villagers were not quite as efficient, I guess. A lot of skirms from BadBoy. That might be it. Bloodline's coming up for TaToh as well. We have 2 stables over here. Is that going to be it? Yeah, 2 stables. 2 stables and a monastery, so that's pretty good. Remember, 20% faster working monasteries for TaToh as well. Meanwhile, BadBoy, on the other hand, still on 2 archer ranges. It's gonna be sticking to archer play, I guess. With kills, it's not gonna be the best, of course. Especially in the castle age, once we get access to elite skirmishers for TaToh. Remember, these move 10% faster for Lithuanians as well. And obviously TaToh with, or rather BadBoy with kills, is gonna be missing a bunch of upgrades for his range units. It's not gonna be quite as good. Second TC on the way for BadBoy already on the left hand side. TaToh doesn't have the stone, so he's used the market for sure, right? That's gotta be it. But then also BadBoy had to use the market over here to get the second TC, as he already used the stone to get a tower up. Yeah, but I guess TaToh was able to go up just by sending the stone a little bit earlier. Yeah, we can see the blue player being a big fan of market abuse. Going for Saracens in game number 1, making good use of it in game number 2, send the stone before anybody else. At the very least, it makes it a little bit cheaper for BadBoy to buy the second TC, but let's see. 3 knights over here from TaToh. BadBoy's got the hill advantage. He's got about 3 skirmishers. He's got 2 skirmishers, 1 crossman. I think BadBoy should be able to take this for sure. Yeah, he can take the knights, and then he can use the skirmishers to take on the range units. That's a very good unit control over here for BadBoy. Well played, well played. He's gonna be pushing TaToh out of here, or rather cleaning him up. And now the blue player is going back. Well played! Now, monastery on the way for BadBoy. This is looking a little bit better for the red player compared to game number 1. In any case, in the castle age, he's not getting immediately punished or suppressed. Chain-Barded armor. Now a soul for TaToh. That will be huge. We don't have too many crossbows just yet for BadBoy, so I think with Chain-Barded armor, these units get completely cleaned up. Oh, but it's open! Oh man, this can be so bad. TaToh keeps on roaming around. Oh boy. Yeah, it's just the hills, man. Well played. Well played. Hey, Balkanaro. Everything's going alright. I hope everything's going alright for you as well. Thank you so much for asking. Good job. That's a bunch of villagers going down for BadBoy already on the left hand side on the wood line, and then on the right hand side over here as well. He lost 1 on the gold. And if TaToh get a good surround going over here, he can clean those archers up, right? He's got some very low HP knights, so he's being careful over here. He's being cautious. Meanwhile, we'll see a 4 siege workshop on the way for TaToh as well, which is pretty good. There we go. All good. It looks close. Yeah, it did look close for sure. University on the way for BadBoy. Might be coming in a little bit too late. I mean, TaToh will get cleaned up over here for sure, but BadBoy will still end up losing a bunch of these crossbows. Many of these are very low HP. Alright, that could have been a lot worse for BadBoy for sure. Let's take a look on the left hand side. He cannot get a single conversion so far. He has lost 1 monk, I believe. Yeah. 1 eco unit. So they have killed 1 villager. And then the monks. Yeah, here comes TaToh. I don't think he cares too much. about the crosses anymore. Now with the siege coming up, with the Mangonel coming forward, he's probably not going to care about the crosses too much. So anyway, we have already 2 relics in for TaToh, right? So that's going to be +2 attack on these units. If he goes for Forging and Iron Casting, that's going to be +4 attack. And because he's got full map presence, like he's got map control because of the military units he's got out, you can see that he's going to be collecting more relics, and I wouldn't be surprised to see him on 4 relics very soon. I can only see 1 relic besides this one left in the map, so he might already have the 3rd relic on the way. Yeah, he's got the 3rd relic already in. So this is going to be the 4th relic for TaToh, and that's going to put BadBoy in a very awkward spot. And he loses more villagers as it's open over here once again. Oh man, that's gonna be so frustrating for BadBoy. I mean, take a look at that. House Foundation was up there, but it was still open, and now those crosses are getting completely cleaned up. As TaToh is dominating in game number 2 as well. By the way, for whatever reason I forgot to update the scoreboard, but now there we go. This could very well be 2-0 already for TaToh. And we have only now a transition to Spearman for BadBoy. He doesn't even have the Pikeman upgrade, doesn't have Scale Mail armor. Oh boy. Looks like GG? Certainly. Yeah. Should be able to take this. Good job. Well played. Now he can keep on putting pressure, and with the Mangonel over here, you know, the monks to reset the HP of his units, and potentially even more knights coming in by the minute. In no time, TaToh will get enough knights to take the TCs down right away. And as long as he's got the Mangonel, he won't even need to take a risk. BadBoy managed to get the conversions over here. I guess he could potentially try and go and snipe the Mangonel, but because TaToh's got stone monks over here, those knights will probably just get converted back anyway. So yeah, really rough spot for BadBoy over here. Wouldn't be surprised to see, yeah, the GG being called at this point already. As TaToh's second game number 2. Completely asserting dominance over BadBoy in the series so far. That's going to put us only 1 point away from TaToh taking the series. Let's take a look at the achievements then. What do we get over here for military then? It's gonna be 2 to 1k ratio for TaToh, which is fantastic. An army high of 21 to 18 for BadBoy and TaToh, but BadBoy could not really take advantage of it too much. I do love the pressure he put in the field in the Dark Age, sorry, once again, but he struggled to keep momentum later on. Then we have a stronger economy for TaToh as well, collecting about 2,000 extra resources, 2,069 extra resources. A lot of that coming from relics, of course. And faster fuel and castle age times as well, which is remarkable. Going up to the castle age after all the pressure BadBoy put on TaToh and the fuel age was absolutely remarkable for TaToh. So well played. Should be able to go back to the lobby scene, but I'm so you know, I'm kind of afraid that OBS is going to lag again. Okay. All right. Game number 3 is over here already, so let's jump into it. We have Mayans, Vikings left, Malians left. Malians I'm very interested in. And Berbers left still for BadBoy. Of course, he's got to pick the strongest civilization he can, or he's got to go for whatever he thinks is going to give him the greatest chances of taking the game, because, you know, this is the last chance for Mr. BadBoy. So let's move over to Capture Age. Welcome everyone then to game number 3. For TaToh, he's going to be playing Byzantines on the left-hand side, and BadBoy on the other hand is playing Mayans. Interesting. Byzantines versus Mayans. I'm actually liking Byzantines over here overall for all the civilizations BadBoy has. I think Mayans probably would have been... for all the civilizations TaToh already has, actually. So yeah. Let's take a look. So for Byzantines, we're going to get 10, 20, 30, 40% extra HP on buildings in the Dark Feudal Castle and Imperial Age. We have also 33% cheaper Imperial Age cost. So it's cheaper for him to go up to the Imperial Age. On top of that, We also get for Byzantines 25% cheaper Skirm, Spear, and Camel Rider units, as well as free Town Watch, free Town Patrol, and for the team bonus 50% faster healing monks. Meanwhile, for BadBoy on the other hand, playing with Mayans means he'll get 10, 20, and 30% cheaper archer units in the Feudal Castle and Imperial Ages, as well as one starting villager, one extra starting villager at the cost of 50 less food that he begins with. And then besides that, we get for Mayans also 15% longer lasting resources, about 3% slower working farmers or so. Yeah, and that's about it. Now, I don't think Mayans got changed at all in the latest patch, right? Oh, BadBoy was trying to go for the lane mode there. It's gonna be getting a goat away. Oh, never mind. I think the standard scouts are stronger right now, right? Like Eagle Scouts? I think they're a little bit stronger. Let me actually go and take a look at that real quick. Scout unit, scout cavalry. Oh, no. They are not stronger. They do not get conversion resistance anymore. I'm sorry about that. But minimum conversion time gets increased by 4 seconds. So there is that. So yeah, I remember I had read something about the scouts. I didn't remember exactly what it was. But yeah. Anyway, I think that's it for bonuses for both, right? One extra villager for BadBoy. Longer lasting resources, cheaper archers. For the team bonus, he gets 40% cheaper walls, which means that probably palaces are going to be coming in at the old cost for Mayans. Not quite. We're kind of close, you know. Actually, it's going to be cheaper than the previous cost. It's going to be 1.8, I think, right? Oh, the draft is not... Is it? I don't think it's updated. No, I don't think that the draft command is updated. Let me share that with you. One second. Okay, there we go. You can see the draft here. Oh, okay. Our base got me beat. Never mind. Let's take a look at the map generation then, starting with Mr. TaToh. You really need some mods who do mod work so you can be lazy. Oh man, even with mods, I don't think I can get too lazy. But let's take a look at the map generation. On the back, we're gonna have 1 gold over here for TaToh. He's got the main goal, which is amazing. He's got the secondary goal on the back as well, which is so good. Let's see. He's got also on the right-hand side a secondary goal, but I don't think he'll be able to take from this one very easily, of course. But these two on the back are already fantastic. If you get some walls, either from here towards the berries, it depends on whether or not he scouts this woodline, right? Because this is actually very close to being connected to the edge of the map, so he could potentially go for walls from here to here, here to here, here to here, right? Probably here to the house, here to here, and then from this woodline to the edge of the map, and he manages to secure 2 woodlines over here, right? And 2 goals as well, which is awesome. The berries, of course, too. If we take a look at the map generation, and by the way, TaToh's coming in with some villagers for. We're gonna be taking a look at that in a moment. But if we take a look at the bad generation, the map generation for BadBoy, he's got a fairly wallable map himself as well. But it's a very different layout. Like he's got the main gold actually towards the south, which is more to the side of the TC. And then he does not have a secondary goal in the back, so that's not going to be quite as good. He's got the rest of the secondary goals on the left-hand side. So he does have the stone over here on the back, but if he wants to go for walls, it's going to be doing like this, right? Like what he's going for right now. And then on the right-hand side, probably from here to here. He could potentially also go for walls from here to here and here to here if he gets good scouting, which means that he will be able to secure this gold, and he will be able to secure also this wall line, which would be amazing, of course, but we'll see. Take a look at that, though. TaToh's coming in with 3 villagers to get our barracks up. It's going to be full trash. Push. It's a very action-packed Fuel H, and it's going to be a change of pace. So far, BadBoy has been the one putting pressure early on and dominating in the early stages of the game. Now TaToh's going to try to go for his Feel the Boy approach. Or Feel the Boy, rather. I just watched the Nika versus Sansan draft, and the final picks are really interesting. Okay. Let's see about that. Let's check. Here comes TaToh. Oh, he's going for walls already. No way! He's gonna force a mining camp deletion over here. Because the skirmisher is already out. Good job. Good job. Yeah, it's full trash time. It's got the archer range already up. I don't know about this engagement. It seems like it's gonna be going in favor of TaToh though. Yeah, well, BadBoy pulls the villager with 2 HP back home, so that's pretty good. TaToh, of course, not gonna have the chance to do the same, but once he gets a tower up, then he'll be able to garrison the villages and potentially reset his HP. His HP pool anyway. BadBoy's getting a tower up over here. That's a pretty ballsy tower if you ask me. He's got no defense over here for these villages whatsoever, so I think he's probably going to end up losing a village 2 over here. And I don't know if this tower comes up. I don't think it comes out, guys. TaToh's got like cheap units is gonna be going for. This is like extremely messy. But it's still looking better for TaToh, and that's one villager from BadBoy going down. The Eagle Scout's going down over here as well. Good job. Good job. The tower does come up in the end. But remember, the preempted tower over here means that potentially we could see TaToh go for his own tower around this area. He's just gotta build it far enough that it's not going to be within range of BadBoy's tower, but it's still going to be good enough to push the villagers away from gold. So if he went for a tower around here, maybe around here, not so much closer to the TC, of course, he could potentially push the villagers away from gold over there still. But hey, that tower isn't really going to provide too much protection because it's not surrounded by palisade walls. So TaToh could potentially take these units and then just sit underneath the tower at the base of it and still push the villagers away from resources. We'll see. Look at the idle time though. Yeah, TaToh's getting a little bit of extra idle TC time, sure. BadBoy's got 2 extra villages, which is remarkable at this point. The KOTD of 1-to-1. So yeah, the extra villagers coming from the Mayan bonus. Yeah, there we go. This is what I was talking about. But I don't like it that he's building it within range of the TC. That is not a good location. There we go. Now he's going for it. I probably would like this one a little bit closer to the goal so that he can push these villages away. I think this tower as is will not have enough range. He's got fletching right now, but I don't think this one is going to suffice to push the villagers away from goal. Give me 1 second. I'm going to check in game. Oh, it does! Wow, well played. Yeah. I probably would have liked this one further tile towards the southwest, but it's still pretty good because it's going to push the villagers away from goal from every side except for this, like the left-hand side over here. I think that's the only area TaToh's not going to be able to reach with the tower. Good job. Yeah, it's pushing those villagers away from goal. He can protect this tower for days, of course. He's got plenty of units. And what is BadBoy gonna do? BadBoy's trying to go for a counter-strike, but he's got only 2 archers and an Eagle Scout over here. And TaToh is paying attention everywhere. So he goes for the quick walls over here, and he's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. It's only 2 archers. Meanwhile, over here, we have plenty of skirmishers. Spearmen as well. He ends up pushing BadBoy away from gold. Once again, though, BadBoy does have 1 gold over here, kind of on the back, that he could potentially protect. Now, this is what I like. I want the BadBoy to go for these walls. If he can connect both these wood lines, then this one is going to be completely safe, and then he's going to be securing this gold as well. Let me see if he knows about that wood line, though. He doesn't. So he probably should be going for walls from here. There we go. Towards the edge of the map. Probably more towards this area. And then he should be completely safe, I think. Not the biggest fan of him sending the villagers forward, though, to try and... What is he doing? Trying to repair the tower? He's lost a villager already. He's losing the skirmishers. He's going to end up losing another villager. Let's see if TaToh can take it. Oh, he got it! What is BadBoy accomplishing forward? So far, he's been unable to do anything. He was trying to break through, but he couldn't do it. He's got only 2 archers. He had a scout. I think he lost a scout already. Probably to a TC. Yeah, and he's got these 2 archers. He's kind of pushing TaToh away from some of this goal, but you know, TaToh could potentially take from here as well. So I would say probably not accomplishing too much. We'll play it. Yeah, good job. There we go. Oh boy, 14 non-horse color farms. Yeah, I guess that's not ideal, but 25% discount he gets on military units is going to compensate for a little bit of it, in any case. Probably not all of it, but a little bit. You know, BadBoy's been going for a lot of units himself, and he's paid full price. Looks like a 3-0 incoming. TaToh just playing better in every aspect of this set. This one, much better, yes. Previous ones, BadBoy looking so much stronger early on. Not so much in this one. TaToh's been dominating from the get-go. He's going up to the Castle Age right now as well. BadBoy still some ways off. He's about 50% short on food. And that's a bunch of extra villagers going down as well. I mean, BadBoy may be able to get the tower up anyway, but without going for the walls over here, he was just going to be exposed. And even if he gets the tower up, these skirmishers can keep on roaming in. And they can start pushing villagers away from wood, away from stone as well. Oh man, I'm so sad that I'm gonna have to enable the mid-trees mod for the next set. Because I forgot to do it for the first set. Because this wood line is looking so nice. Like, it's looking so woody. So foresty. Hey, TaToh can pick a villager over here. Let's see if he realizes. Go for it. He's going for the spear. Okay, there we go. He got it. Castle Age is coming up now for BadBoy. But just as we hear the Uluza song over here in the background, I don't expect this to look too good for BadBoy when TaToh gets to the Castle Age. We'll see 2 stables coming up over here on the right hand side. So TaToh's gonna be going for full night push. And then he was taking some stone, which means he can keep on going for more towers. He could potentially go for a castle, I guess, if he gets enough. But yeah, with knights, that's already going to be enough, I think. What is BadBoy going to do about that? He's going to go for Eagle Warriors. He's got 2 barracks. Yes, but I don't think it's going to be enough. With 2 stables, military is going to be a lot stronger for TaToh a lot sooner. No cataphracts! No, no, no. And for the time being, anyway, he probably needs to send a few extra villages in over to stone. How's it going, Hallis? Have you been watching the set? It's been pretty good. I was very surprised at BadBoy's incredible performance in the early stages in games number 1 and 2, but he kind of ran out of steam a little bit for game number 3, I would say. Yeah, and it seems like the guys are getting ready for the next set already. Just got here? Alright, alright. You're probably expecting this one to be fairly one-sided, right? I think most people probably would. There you are. Also not sure how much TaToh has been playing. Yeah, we were talking about that because many players have been going like heavily into Age of Empires 4. I'm really sure who's been grinding Age of Empires 2 more in the last week or so, or last 2 weeks. So yeah, I thought it was gonna be closer than 3-0. Right. Bell was looking super strong, yes. Like in the Dark Age and Fuel Age in the previous games, but then he struggled to keep momentum and, you know, carry his advantage towards the Castle Age. TaToh's been doing a really good job. Now he's got a Siege Workshop, he's got Knights over here. BadBoy actually lets him out. We'll play it. The Mana's coming out, so now that TC will probably crumble. Will most likely crumble, actually. Very impressive, to be honest, from TaToh. Nice. He's gonna break through over here. Yeah, he will. It seems he will go around the right hand side and he'll probably sit on the hill with the Magna. I don't think... No, the Magna wouldn't have enough range to get on the hill actually. But I guess being closer to the hill means that the rest of the units will be able to take advantage of the hill. So that's still probably worth pursuing, right? BadBoy's getting the second TC out. We have a lot of Eagle Scouts over here about to get the Eagle Warrior upgrade 20 seconds away from it. And here comes TaToh. He's got the second Magna on the way as well. Please get the horse color. That'd be pretty good. I think with the extra villages he's got right now, he's still going to be in a much better spot. Of course, his economy should be significantly stronger. Let's take a look at that. So far, for gather economy, it's been significantly better for TaToh. He's got over half an hour extra working time. Extra gathering time, rather. And his worker efficiency, his gathering efficiency is actually a little bit higher compared to BadBoy. Good job. Good unit control over here for BadBoy. Deals a little bit of HP damage over there. Yeah, good job from BadBoy. Let's see if he's gonna be able to hold on though now. We have 2 manas over here for TaToh. He's gotta be super careful. TaToh's paying attention. TaToh's paying attention. He's coming forward. He's gonna go against the units and he can take on the Eagle Warriors over here for sure. He will. What a great set of shots over there. Pushing the Eagle Warriors away. And now the Magnets are going down before they can take a single Magnet from TaToh down. And the DC is taking so much damage right now. Conversions coming up. Remember, no longer conversion resistant for Eagle units. Eagle Scouts, I think. Eagle Warriors, I imagine that's probably still true for them, right? Yeah, Eagle Warriors. They do not get conversion resistance starting this patch anymore, but minimum conversion time has gone up by 4 seconds, so that's already pretty good in and of itself, of course. Yeah? He's got enough knights to try and take the TC down right now, which is amazing. He's got Chain Barding armor, and that's gotta be GG. Coming in from BadBoy, and TaToh ends up getting a final score of 3-0 against BadBoy, getting a flawless series. Moving on to the round of 16 already. I think that's gonna be the group stage coming up next, right? After the round 32. Let's check for... Yeah, there we go. Let's check for the achievements. For military over here, we have a very close to 2-to-1 KD ratio. Is going to be 9-to-5 over here in favor of TaToh. Army high of 24-to-13. For the economy, on the other hand, we have a much stronger economy for TaToh. Like, collecting thousands of extra resources. Managed to collect 3,000 and close to 100 extra resources. 3,000 and 53 extra resources. For technology, much faster fuel. Castle age time for TaToh as well. And let's see, for society, 56-to-42 villagers max 2 for TaToh and BadBoy. Overall, I think they ended up losing 1 villager for TaToh throughout the game, compared to 16 villagers BadBoy lost throughout the game. Much better for TaToh. So yeah, let's go back. Hopefully my stream is not gonna die. It is dying, but it's fine. As long as you can hear